Yeah. Wow. Snappy.
All right, Pops.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Aren't we brought to... isn't somebody bringing us today? Aren't we brought to you by...
Brought to you by my alma mater.
Pitt?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yes, we do. FindTheBestCarPrice.com.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they consolidate all those deals, lease deals. They do all that research about different prices, things like that.
Yeah.
They've been a long-time sponsor of us. How long? This is the third episode they've renewed?
Yeah,
Second, maybe?
Second or third.
We're on the second or the third. Might be going backwards after this.
Apparently, today was Blue Shirt Day.
Today's Blue Shirt Day because I got nothing. Anyway, findthebestcarprice.com/insider. If you go there, that gets us some credit, and you're going to find some exclusive deals. Not really exclusive, but Jeff, the owner over there, every single week he's consolidating those best deals possible. It's going to help you reach out to dealerships, get the best price. It's a good resource. Doesn't compete with us. We like them. You'll like them. Go enjoy.
I concur.
All right. Title of today's episode.
Go on.
I got nothing for that either. But we're going to talk about how new car supply has been plummeting and our expectation for when we expect things to change. This was all brought on because in Automotive News, that industry publication that we refer to pretty frequently.
Do you know why?
Because
I subscribe to the son of a bitch, okay? And for our $89 a year, we're going to read it and we're going to refer to it.
Yeah, we actually, the subscription's $99 now because we got that data add-on.
Oh. Excuse me, $99.
I'll edit that. I'll make you say it. Anyway, there was an article that came out talking about how supply is really short.
It's right there.
Yeah, a seller's market for those with cars to sell is the title of the article. And so we're going to walk through the article, talk about when we expect to see new car inventories to kind of replenish. And then if you can speak to when you were back in general manager, sales manager role, how you would interact with customers that wanted to negotiate on a unit that you didn't really have supply for. You really don't have too much to negotiate for, do you?
No.
Walk us through.
Did you want me to be more specific than that?
Could be one of our shortest, most hard-hitting.
This could be. But let's start with some statistics because I know our customers just love when I spit out statistics.
Fairly certain they're not customers, too.
Well, viewers, whatever they may be, congratulations and God bless you all. Let's talk about how things have changed from, say, the week ending April 19th. The week ending April 19th, which was in the middle of the Okay.
I thought you were just pulling a random week.
Yeah, I am, because it's highlighted in orange, so it's random. The average new car gross profit at new car dealerships that week was $353.
$353.
$353. Because you've heard me say any number of times that new car departments typically are not really the profit engine that people think they are. New car departments rarely, if at all, turn a profit for the year.
$353.
$353. Week ending April 19th.
Yep.
Week ending July 12th.
So that would have been a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yes. $1,028.
$1,128.
No, $1,028.
Oh, $1,028.
$1,028.
So tripled. $353, $1,020. Yeah, about tripled.
About tripled.
Wow.
Why? And the answer to that is there just aren't enough cars.
Yeah.
Okay? This is a shining example of the laws of economics, the law of supply and demand. Diminishing demand with strong supply. Diminishing supply with the strong.
Forget the chart.
Demand. Thank you. Yeah, we got. Yeah, there you go. And he just got tic-tac-toe, ladies and gentlemen. So diminishing supply with strong demand means what supply you have left, the dealers just aren't giving them away. It's not to say that they're still not being competitive. It's not to say that if a customer comes in, that they're not willing to work with the customer. They are. They just don't have to work as hard as they did in the past because the competition isn't as stiff.
And when you say work, you mean discount?
Discount.
Yeah.
As someone who they quoted in this article said, in other words, when everybody can order everything they want, meaning every Ford dealer can order whatever F-150 or Super Crew Cab XLTs that they want, then they're going to compete tooth and nail to actually get that customer. But if the customer searches online and finds out that there's only one that has that polka dot interior that they absolutely need, well, they know they're not going to really be able to negotiate it on that all that much because they know it's the only one. They're just going to buy it. So people are conditioned when supply is low and demand is high to just pay for things. You're not going to have to pay MSRP, but you're going to have to pay a little more than you normally would have in the past. And that's been borne out with what has happened since the middle of April until now. Now, having said that, it's also impacting the amount of discount. And what I mean by that, average grosses are really a function of the percentage of discount from MSRP. Now, typically, it before April 19th, the discounts were running at about 6.5%. So people were paying 93.5% of whatever MSRP was. Before any dealer or customer incentives from the manufacturer. Just a discount off of the MSRP. Today, people are paying 95.8% of what the MSRP is, which means that the discount off of MSRP is down to 4.2%. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, when you're talking about thousands of dollars.
Tens of thousands, yeah.
Yes. So the size of the discount has gone down dramatically. I can tell you that a rather large dealer group, the number one volume new car retailer in America, AutoNation, for the second quarter, only reported that their gross profits for new vehicles went up 22% over the same period last year.
Wow.
Average gross profit this second quarter of this year was $2,194.
Front and back?
Probably front and back would be my guess. And that's even higher than what their used car average was for the same quarter, because their used cars only averaged $1,800. But they were up 23%.
Yeah.
So that indicates that there's both a shortage of new car inventory and pre-owned inventory.
So let's pivot if you don't mind. Because I think the picture is painted pretty clearly.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about it for a period of time. We've watched other car YouTubers who are talking about this same thing.
No, maybe you have.
You've watched them as well. Come on. I see you on your laptop at night. I know what you're doing. Shh. I think I know what you're doing. And so let's pivot to, when do we think this is going to change? Because we're also starting to see, because I've done some research myself, Dad. For example, on a video that came out earlier this week, we were looking at 2020 and 2021 BMW 7 Series. And the market day supply for the 2020s was way lower than the new 2021s. I'm bringing that up because we are starting to see some of the next model year come into market. And I wonder, with regulations changing and with corporations figuring out how to open up their plants again, when do we expect to see supply increase back to where it was before, so that even if demand stays the same, at least there's maybe 94% of MSRP rather than 95.8?
Maybe things will stabilize a little?
What does your crystal ball tell you?
My crystal ball, according to some of the stuff that I'm reading...
And your track record, by the way, is flawless at this.
I have never been right. So I'm batting 1,000. I am like Mike Greenberg. It's a kiss of death. Whatever I say.
You're like a quarterback who's currently 10 for 10 on pass attempts and completions. It's just like 3 of them are interceptions.
Exactly. Yes.
Ball hasn't touched the ground yet, though.
No, it has not, and it's not about to this time. But according to some of the folks that I believe in, they're thinking that there'll be some return to new car inventories at a normal level by the fourth quarter.
So we're talking October, November,
December, which would be perfect for the best time of the year to ever buy a new car, which is December. So hopefully we'll see the new car inventories getting back to normal, which would mean that the factories are up to snuff and can produce a number of cars that they need to produce, that the suppliers are able to supply the manufacturers with all the parts they need to be able to build these cars. And which means that by the fourth quarter, if new car inventories get built back up again, used car prices should start to go down again.
Yeah, I think that's a big storyline. And
huge.
And the reality of less cars are being sold this year than in previous years.
Yes.
But there's still a lot of demand and a lot of new buyers. And those new buyers are looking at used, and the used prices are so high because of that new car shortage. Connecting the dots here, you can see light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, but the tunnel is still 2-3
Oh, it's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It's not next month.
As a matter of fact, Lee Payne, who's the owner of Planet Hollywood and Planet Hyundai in Golden, Colorado.
Planet Hollywood, the casino?
Planet Honda and Planet Hyundai.
You said Planet Hollywood, and I'm thinking, I'm like going back to
Planet
Vegas
Hyundai,
with that.
and they're thinking about opening up a Planet Hollywood.
I'll throw dice with you.
Sure, absolutely. I don't roll the balls like you do. But anyway, he said what we're seeing is wholesale prices that almost match the retail market. And what's going to change that is when the new cars start coming in again and the manufacturers start feeling more compelled to put even stronger incentives on them, that'll bring the prices of the new cars down closer to what the used cars are selling for, which will force the used cars to go down in price. As somebody once said, especially with used car prices as a premium right now, you've got to really be careful because the fall in the used car prices and values could be extraordinary.
You've got to anticipate that it will, because the volatility that we've seen has been extraordinary.
Oh my God!
And it'll swing back in the other direction. It's a matter of if you're trying to time it. You know,
well, I think as some people have suggested to us in the comments, that a lot of it has to do with whatever the stimulus packages are from the government. And you have to believe that they're going to continue to keep, printing money and giving us money in order to prop up the economy, because from what I understand, there's an election or something in November. And so anytime there's an election, governments do whatever they can to make sure that, things look good. And I think with the continuation of government stimulus funds, we will continue to see people in the market for used cars and even new cars, and we'll continue to see that shortage until the buildup of inventory starts in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think that there's a level of uncertainty just nationally in the United States right now, and that the government's there to be kind of attempt to be that steadying force by giving people money.
Yes.
You pair that with the expectation that...
By the way, I'm available. If you're giving funds, I'll take some. I'm not proud. I'm retired. I'm on Social Security. Let's go. Come on. Help me out here.
You pair that with, I think a lot of people are still going to have anxiety around public transport well until next year, until there's some sort of vaccine, or at least like the sense that you can feel safe in those public spaces.
Yeah.
And then another area that I'll throw out there that I think is important to recognize, all these publicly traded manufacturers want their stock prices to do well. And so I think there's going to be this huge buildup of expectation as to what happens in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. And manufacturers, as you've talked about in many videos, the incentives that they'll provide both to dealers and to customers and to be able to make the numbers look good, mm-hmm. they're through the roof. I mean, they're unfathomable amounts of money, billions of dollars that they will spend. And I bring that up because I really think that if you're able to hold out till December of this year on a new car, you're going to be a happy camper, because there's going to be some programs that are in place to try and make sure that when Daimler has to report earnings in the first quarter about the fourth quarter, they want to make sure that they look good. And they're going to subsidize the hell out of that to make it happen.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think so. And that's going to put the downward pressure on used car prices for those of you that are wondering, well, when the hell are used car prices going to go down?
You know what I call that?
No, you tell me.
I call that my take on time.
Oh my God, that's Zach's take on time. We're We're gonna have to
We'll
get
have
him
to get a watch.
Yeah, Jesus. I don't know. You know, my collection just keeps growing. I think the son of a bitch is just waiting for me to pass.
No way, no way. All right, Dad. Well, I think we've covered that subject, and if you've got comments or questions or thoughts about what's happening in the new car market,
Yes.
used car market, leave them down below. We read all the comments. And,
Might not respond to them all, but we do read them.
We do read every single one. Yeah, yeah. That's why I got a haircut.
Yeah, look at him. Doesn't he look good? Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.